We think that Bitcoin could become the next strategic reserve asset.
Breaking news, Bitcoin's price continues to climb higher and higher. $90,000 Bitcoin might have happened already by the time you watch this video, so please let us know. Look, the real reason that this is happening so suddenly, and by the way, we were posting videos every day for months and years alerting you that this could and would happen. So if you want to make money in crypto in the future, make sure you subscribe now, turn notifications on, and watch every day. Now, the real reason that this is all happening so suddenly is twofold. Number one, the market is pricing in Donald Trump's Bitcoin strategic reserve strategy.
I think that actually not only does President Trump like Bitcoin, he holds Bitcoin, he also wants the United States to hold Bitcoin. And so he's going to put together this strategic reserve of Bitcoin, which will be incredibly important. I think it'll be a flag that he plants in the ground and says, hey, I promised I was going to do this, and I did in the first 100 days.
Why is that a big deal? If you have a strategic reserve, you're building it, and by having to buy Bitcoin to have in it, right? So it furthers the demand.
Well, central banks around the world, they hold gold, many other assets. Right. And so anytime that you can go and get the best store of value asset in Bitcoin, which it has been for the last 15 years, I think that's a good thing.
And that really is the key to all of this, by the way. We hope that the plan includes not only holding the Bitcoin the U.S. already has, which we know it will, Trump's strategic Bitcoin stockpile. We know that he's going to do this already.
For too long, our government has violated the cardinal rule that every Bitcoiner knows by heart. Never sell your Bitcoin, right? That's right, isn't it, huh? That's right. How did I figure that one? Never sell your Bitcoin. And so, as the final part of my plan today, I am announcing that if I am elected, it will be the policy of my administration, United States of America, to keep 100% of all the Bitcoin the U.S. government currently holds or acquires into the future. We'll keep 100%. I hope you do well, please. This will serve in effect as the core of the strategic national Bitcoin stockpile.
But then also, we expect Donald Trump to soon announce that the U.S. will be buying more Bitcoin for their strategic reserve, accumulating additional Bitcoin. Some analysts are even suggesting that 1 million Bitcoin in the U.S. reserve sounds like a nice round number Trump would really like.
So last time you were here, you wore red. You said it was by accident. This time you said it was on purpose. So is that a sign of what these centimillionaires think about this election?
Well, that is a sign that Trump won the election, and we think that there is a lot of big news coming. We had our market opportunities and risk meeting last week, and there's a lot of upside from this win.
All right, so these investors are excited about the win and obviously what it means going forward. One thing you say they're excited about is Bitcoin. So I mentioned to one of our earlier guests that BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF, it now has more assets under management than their gold ETF. Of course, we know gold is a safe haven. I know a lot of your investors, they hold gold as well. What's their sentiment when it comes to Bitcoin? And are they doing it directly or through ETF?
We're very high on Bitcoin, and we've been talking about Bitcoin for the past few years. We recommend doing it directly because you don't pay taxes if you're doing it directly, so that's a big difference. But we think that Bitcoin could become the next strategic reserve asset. So the country now holds 232,000 Bitcoin. We think that Trump could bump that up to over 1 million.
So you think it would replace what gold was back in the day as like there's going to be a quote-unquote Bitcoin Fort Knox, essentially?
Exactly. We think there's going to be, it's not going to replace, it's going to augment. So it will be incremental.
Really interesting.
Hey, buy gift cards to your favorite brands with the Fold app. Earn big Bitcoin rewards back for every purchase. You should buy all your holiday gifts with these gift cards here. You can earn so much Bitcoin back this holiday season for things you were going to buy anyway. 4% back with Airbnb, 2.5% back with Amazon, 3.5% back with Best Buy. They have so many different brands to choose from. Scan my QR code or use my link below. Sign up today. Altcoin Daily viewers get a 20,000 sat bonus, about $15, when you purchase your first gift card. Now, the other big reason why Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, Dogecoin, crypto at large is all moving higher and higher is because for the last 7+ years, the U.S. market have depressed this industry. Gary Gensler and their cohorts have kept this industry down, and the market is now pricing in fair crypto asset prices now that the US, the biggest capital market in the world, is for crypto and will have fair rules and regulations very soon. I think Anthony Scaramucci actually explains this global financial shift that's happening now here perfectly. Listen.
There's a lot of talk here about that maybe a different sort of regulatory approach to the crypto sphere. I mean, I guess anything's going to be different than what we got out of Gensler, but a different regulatory approach to crypto. Obviously, the election of several congressional candidates who have pledged to be pro-crypto. How much weight do you put behind that as a catalyst for more meaningful gains beyond what we already had? And we're up like 30% since the election.
So you see, I think that the whole thing has been ridiculously depressed, meaning you haven't found price discovery in Bitcoin yet, or assets like Solana or Ethereum, primarily because of the debacle that took place in 2022, and then the requisite ridiculous regulation by enforcement, the capricious nature of the regulation, the various lawsuits that the SEC lost. I think, Gary Gensler, frankly, has probably been the worst commissioner that we had in the 90-year history of the SEC. And I think when they're doing the autopsy on the side of the Democrats, it's really Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler that weightily contributed to them losing the House and Senate, because, the crypto people got involved. They were looking for fair regulation. No one's looking for laissez-faire regulation. They're just looking for rules-based guidance, not regulation by enforcement. So I think we're going to get that. And I think what you're seeing right now in the marketplace is the market is now searching for a level of fair pricing that we likely would have had Gensler just complied with the laws. When you got the Bitcoin futures approved in November of 2021, it would have made sense to anybody that looked at our administrative law that say that the cash futures would have been approved 3 or 4 months later. He made Grayscale go through a lawsuit. He made a lot of people's lives nightmares, if you will, for no reason. Of course, he lost that lawsuit. Those things came into place in January.
Yeah.
But now that the market can see that it's going to be more fairly regulated, it's searching for the right price for Bitcoin. And we're still at a very low price for Bitcoin, frankly, in terms of what Bitcoin is to the world. It's not a stock, it's an asset class, and it should trade a lot closer to where the market capitalization is of gold.
And when you listen to other industry leaders like Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase, you quickly realize, you see that exactly what crypto holders had hoped to happen for the last 7 years is happening now. The regulatory shift is real, and Brian Armstrong gets specific here with what exactly he expects to happen next because of it. Listen.
It's really the dawn of a new crypto era with this election that just happened, because it's the most pro-crypto Congress ever. We had 268 pro-crypto candidates elected to the House. All 9 new senators that got elected had either an A or a B rating on standwithcrypto.org. And of course, in the White House with President Trump, there's a full-throated endorsement of crypto. And so we couldn't be in a better position to finally get some clarity and start to rebuild the crypto industry in America again.
What is it that you see happening exactly?
One of the most exciting things about this new Congress, which is the most pro-crypto Congress ever, is that I think we finally have a chance to get some regulatory clarity in the U.S. about some of these big open issues that, frankly, under Gary Gensler, we just haven't gotten any clarity for a long time. So which of these assets are commodities, which of them are securities? That requires the SEC and the CFTC to come together and collaborate on rulemaking, or to have Congress really step in and pass new legislation. So there's an opportunity to do that. The FIT 21 bill, which passed with strong bipartisan support in the House earlier this year, it's now making its way through the Senate, and with any luck, we'll get that passed through the Senate and make it to the president's desk here, either in the lame duck or early in the Trump administration.
Look, guys, this is going to blow through $90,000 at any moment. It's probably already happened. Let me know in the comments. And then after that, all bets are off. So make sure you're subscribed, have notifications on. That way, when we release the videos immediately, you can be the first one to comment and your comments can rise to the top. We have a top altcoin video coming out very soon. I mean, we've already talked about some top altcoins in recent videos, but definitely follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us on Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube. See you tomorrow.